Welcome to another episode of the Getaway Zone.
Well, in this episode we cover 580 kilometres of the Atherton Tablelands on our way to the Gulf country.
To the Gulf, yes.
Yay! We stay at 5 locations across 10 days, commencing at the Ravenshoe Millstream Country Club, where we stay for 2 nights. We then travel to Jardine Station and stay on their lagoon, where we also meet up with friends Rob and Carolyn. We then do a couple of overnight free or low-cost camps at Cumberland Chimney, about 20 kilometres west of Georgetown, and then Croydon, where we stay at their Freedom Park. Finally, we head to Leichhardt Lagoon Camping near Normanton in the Gulf, where we finish this episode. Hope you enjoy this episode.
Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Silent falling, the wind is calling. You must return to the wild.
Well, we're on our way to Ravenshoe for a couple of nights. What's the name of the place that we're staying?
Millstream something club? I can't remember.
We'll put it here.
It'll be on the screen.
Anyway, we have travelled this region many times and it just never ceases to amaze me. It's just so beautiful. It's always lush and green, beautiful rolling hills. Yeah.
It's a nice road to drive. It's winding up and down, but no problems for towing a caravan, and it's just beautiful scenery. Always enjoyable.
Bends on the road to Ravenshoe, but the D-Max is towing beautifully, so no problems there. Well, that was a bit concerning, rounding a bend and came across this semi in front of us that had stopped.
And was rolling back a little bit.
That was a bit scary.
Luckily we were towing a caravan and therefore driving slowly. Well, we've arrived and set up at the Ravenshoe Millstream Country Club, which is a golf course. $10 a night per person, so $20 a night. No, $10 a night for the van, I think. I have to check, I'm pretty certain it's for the van. We've just arrived and we've set up. There are spots down in amongst the trees, giving plenty of shade over there. We sort of chose to go to an area where we get a mix of sun and shade. At the moment we're mostly sun, but as the afternoon goes down those trees will give us shade. We do that of course so we keep our solar panel charging batteries, where Deb's got the washing machine going at the moment, so need to keep powering up. It's a very nice site. I haven't had much of a look around because we've only just literally set up, but there are showers and toilets here and potable water, so we'll fill the tanks on the way out because no doubt they'll be empty by the time we finish washing. And shortly we'll go and have a look at Millstream Falls. So we're visiting the Millstream Falls since we're staying just up the road at the Millstream Country Park. It's not the first time we've attempted to visit these falls. If you've seen one of our previous episodes, I don't even know what number it was, we did try. I'll show you a bit of footage.
I don't think it was on any of our episodes. It was just an occasion.
No, it's on one of the episodes.
Yeah.
But anyway, this time there was no road
burning off.
closure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're burning off. So
So
this
we
time
came
there's,
all the way to the Millstream turn off and found that they were burning off, so the road was closed.
and last time we weren't parked just down the road. It was a drive to get there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll show you the Millstream Falls when we get down the bottom.
Yep.
In case you haven't worked out, waterfalls are our thing. We do like going to waterfalls, don't we?
We do. Au revoir.
It's a beautiful walk down. It's an easy track down and overlooking the falls here. And I'm assuming by the look of the track it goes down to the base of the falls, so we'll see that shortly. But isn't that nice? I tell you what, it looks like a nice place to swim, eh? So this is the Millstream Falls, as you can see over our heads. Isn't that beautiful?
Tucked away in Ravenshoe, North Queensland.
And spectacular falls. I didn't bring my drone, unfortunately, so you get to see the GoPro footage.
Parked up by Jardine Lagoon, which, as you can see behind us, is pretty spectacular. There's some wonderful bird life and water lilies and some terrific reflections on the water, and it's a lovely little spot, very enjoyable.
We enjoy the outback style of camping with lagoons. The lagoons are always a nice camping area. Jardine Station itself, they have 3 camping areas. Jardine Lagoon is one. The Ellendale, was it Ellendale? Ellendale Waterhole is another camping area, which is on the Ainsley River. I'm pretty sure it's the Ainsley River. If it's wrong, I'll put what it is. And then there's one called the Beach, which is also on the Ainsley River, but in a different location. So that's the 3 areas. We've chosen the lagoon, mainly because we found a lagoon and couldn't find the other 2 places. But now we've seen the other 2 places, I think this is the best camping area
definitely.
Anyway.
Plus it also has a little tin shack that has 2 lovely showers, nice hot showers. You turn on the inverter at the back of the shower shack.
For instant hot water.
Yeah, for instant hot water. So there's 2 toilets and there's 2 showers.
So we weren't expecting that, so that's always a nice bonus when you get some basic
water.
amenities. Yeah, exactly, save on water for us.
Yeah.
And you can have a longer shower. So yeah, it's a great campsite, and we'll see what the 3 or 4 days unfolds while we're here. Sure if we've already mentioned or not, but we're in tandem for most of this series. So there's 2 zones travelling together, travelling with Rob and Caroline. We're just going for a drive down to the beach, so we're going to have a look at the 3 campsites while we're here. The track into the beach is fairly rough, reasonable rough, it's not too bad, and it is a bit tight in places, some of the corners around trees, between trees and anthills, etc. This is not the worst of it. I mean, if you took it steady, you'd get a 21-foot van in here without too much effort, but I probably wouldn't bring anything much bigger than that in. This is coming into the beach area now. So I guess you camp up top here. And the water is a fair way down. And this, I guess, is the beach we're looking at here. The sandy patch. Fair bit of water down there.
My dream spot is to have
What a beautiful little creek. And it's not a bad little swimming area. You could go swimming in here, and the water's actually not too cold. Looks like it's only probably a metre and a half deep there at the most. I'm going to film now just in case.
Don't you dare.
This is for the blooper bit.
25 minutes, half an hour down.
It's a really interesting formation with the rocks and the sand and the water, isn't it? The rocks.
Well, there's the
Makes it
different
very
varieties
interesting.
of the rock.
Yeah, yeah.
the big. That looks like. Really look like
An emu.
That looks like emu, Chris, eh?
Yeah.
A little these too.
Bloody hell. It's all wet.
So the camping areas for Ellendale Hole is just up top. You can't quite see where we are, but the caravans camp up there. And this is down to the river. Very interesting rock formation here, overlooking the big waterhole. So this is the Ellendale Waterhole. Well, come on, hop in the kayak and I'll do the video. We're about to go for a swim, but as you can see there's a croc over there just about to get into the water. And he's coming over now, Deb. So,
Do that.
we're still going to go for a swim. Deb's staying up on the kayak. But I heard the croc say something about he's sick of food wrapped in plastic, so I don't know. So the gate's been left open and the cattle have come in. So Rob here is going to give them a bit of a hurry on home. We don't particularly want them rubbing against the car or the caravan in the night time while we're asleep, and cattle have a habit of doing that, so we'd rather them outside. Well done, Rob. What a great job they're doing. Look at that. Good obedient cattle. Out the gate they go. This one's deciding whether he's going to eyeball you or not. They are. They're very good condition. Gate is closed, job done. What a beautiful way to start the day. 7 o'clock in the morning, having a coffee and sitting over the lagoon, watching that blinding sun come up, listening to the birds. Wonderful way to start the day. Well, we've left Jardine Station, Jardine Lagoon this morning. Highly recommend that place. It is well worth a stay. The lagoon area to me is the best camping spot, but then you do have to drive 5 kilometres up the road to go to the best swimming spot, which is Ellendale Hole, which is really spectacular. Loved it. We're just at Georgetown fueling up and on our way to Cumberland Chimney or Cumberland Dam.
Cumberland Dam.
Show you when we get there.
The Cumberland Chimney and Dam is located about 20 kilometres west of Georgetown. The chimney is all that stands of the gold crushing plant, which was built by Cornish miners in 1889. The gold lease itself was registered in 1872.
Down beside the dam. I must say, I'm disappointed. As you can see, the dam is very low. Last time I was here 4 years ago, it was trickling over the spillway down there. It's way below the spillway now. And you can see the reason why over there. There's tankers sucking the water out of this dam for roadworks. So when you go to the tourist information area, it says, you know, this area is a beautiful place to visit, to look at the dam and the wildlife and the birds. The dam's almost empty, so I think it's pretty disgraceful what they've done here. It's a shame that this has occurred. Anyway, I wouldn't be coming to the Cumberland Dam until maybe next wet season. We're on our way to Croydon. We'll either stop at an overnight camp that we've spotted on Wiki Camps, about 60k from here, or Croydon. Just arrived at Croydon, and since we don't know our way around much, we're heading straight for the information centre. So we'll go and have a look, see what's worth seeing. I think we'll stay a night here. We were originally planning to move on to Leichhardt camping grounds or camping on the Norman River, another 100k. But it's midday and we might just find a spot around here and have a look around. If you're coming into Croydon, do make sure that you visit the information centre. Yep.
We visited the True Blue Visitor Information Centre. The centre also houses significant collections of heritage items, photographs, information displays, a renowned audio-visual in a theatrette. Croydon history was founded on a very lucrative gold strike in 1885. Croydon was once the third largest town in Queensland and serviced an 18-kilometre long goldfield which produced 23,675 kilograms of gold over a period of 35 years.
And out the back of the information centre is a little garden area with some further displays. So an old miner's hut here, replica or genuine, I'm not sure, and a couple of old locomotives that they used to have at the time. A10 locomotive. And so do make sure you drop in and have a look at the information centre if you're going through Croydon.
Make sure you get a copy of the map to the Heritage Precinct while there.
This guy obviously didn't feel too well, or he's been here a long time.
growing up on the farm.
Well, there you go. It was not so long ago, 1973, only 50 years ago. People had to have their own generators here in Croydon. There's one of the generators. The old Bedford truck. The old manual choke. Haven't seen them since I was a kid. Probably would have had the crash box. No synchronisation, no doubt. Locomotive, steam locomotive. I think this one's seen better days. Oh, here's a rusty old thing. This area is known as the Heritage Precinct, where they have some of the old style lights, as you can see, and some of the preserved old buildings. So we're just going to have a bit of a look around that area.
The Croydon Heritage Precinct, which consists of 4 heritage buildings which are free for visitors to enjoy.
Each of the buildings contains a wealth of information and old historic photographs, which makes it all very interesting, reading about Australia's history, or the history of Croydon, Australian history.
The 4 buildings are the police sergeant's residence, the police station and jail, courthouse and the Croydon Town Hall. The Town Hall is a favourite with photographers and stores early film equipment which is currently still in use.
When we were in Delhi, I think it was Delhi.
Come in and stay a while. Stay forever.
Where that fell.
I'm actually old enough to remember having a school desk similar to this in grade 1 and 2.
I'm not.
Deb denies it. Ye old jail. Every town has one.
Come to visit him. He escaped and left me here past 50 years.
Scared the heck out of me just as I walked away.
Tell us
Coughed.
Dutch, I'm still here and they come and let me out.
The solicitor's bench on your right. While you're getting comfortable, I'd like to tell you a little about this remarkable building. The contractors, Edward and James Headland.
Lake Belmore provides boating, fishing, barbecue areas and great bird watching. Lake Belmore is the largest body of fresh water in the region, providing locals and tourists with a cool, clean, quiet place to swim, fish, ski, canoe and socialise. The lake is stocked with red claw, barramundi and sooty grunter, with black brim occurring naturally.
That's interesting, the fruit and the flowers on this tree. Quite a few of them about. We overnight at Croydon, or we had a look around those sites we showed a bit earlier in the video. Stayed here at what they call Freedom Park, which is a $5 donation camp. And no power obviously, just pull up under the trees, and they do have showers, hot showers and toilets over there. So it's a good little spot to stay if you don't need power while you're having a look around the sites at Croydon. We did go for a swim at the dam yesterday, which I've forgotten, Balmoral, or maybe, I'll correct it if not. It was quite good, cold, but it was a nice change because it was a little bit warm yesterday. We're at 32 degrees. Now we're on our way to Leichhardt Lagoon.
Good morning!
Good morning everyone. So our next stop is at Leichhardt Lagoon Camping, which we're arriving at very shortly. According to the GPS, we've got about 900 metres to go. So we'll show around when we get there. We have arrived at Leichhardt Lagoon and set up and done our washing. As you can see, the small's on the line. It's a nice little place, plenty of room. He says he's got room for 70 vans here, but he's only got about 15, so we're spread out around the place. Rob and Carolyn over yonder, and us here. We just decided to go a little bit more sunny to pump the batteries up and try and get them full, but we're having problems with our solar breaker. It keeps tripping and taking our solar panels offline, which is really frustrating. And now we're going down to have a little lagoon, a bit of bird life. We're going to go down to the weir a bit later because we might see a salty down there, so that'll be a bit exciting. The actual camping area? Or is it somewhere else?
No, on the other side.
Okay.
On the other side of the road.
Can you see its eyeballs above the water?
We won't go swimming in there then, no matter how hot it is.
Well, there you go, eh?
So are we game enough to walk over there?
No, gosh
Please
no.
don't fall.
Well, here we are, folks, at Leichhardt Weir, looking out at Norman River. Now there's apparently a 17-foot croc here by the name of Bismarck, did you say?
Bismarck's one of them, yeah.
Bismarck's one, but there's another one apparently. The little one that we're looking at the moment is only quite small. Still, you'd take your hand off, yeah. Us girls are braving it on our own, taking a trek along the weir wall. Let's see if we can find this big 17-foot fella. Good place to hide.
There's no shortage of them.
5,
There's
6.
some bubbles pretty close to that edge just there.
And it's, yeah, that's the thing you got to look for is the bubbles, and you'll find a croc underneath there.
I'll just step back a step. 6, so we got 6 in there, eh? 6 freshies. Well, a couple of them are definitely freshies. We can't see
Yeah,
others, but I
6 in
couldn't
there.
imagine salties and freshies mixing, so
Can't see anything
we're
over
going to say
there.
they're freshies. Well, we just can't stay away from the water trying to spot a salty. We've seen half a dozen freshies, haven't seen a salty yet, so we're back at the Norman River. We did see a salty this time, which I've got a photo of and I'll put up on there, but he was quite a distance away. He'd be probably 150 metres away, something like that. So now we're going to go for a walk down here along the bank.
Not this little black duck.
Not too close to the bank though.
No.
Good 10 metres from the bank to see what we can see. Deb's staying up on the high ground. She's not coming down on the low ground. Anyway, hopefully we'll have a croc to put on there for you. Good morning.
Good morning.
We finished our couple of days at Leichhardt Lagoon Camping and we're about to pack up and head off to Corumba. I think we'll probably call this the end of the episode. We did the 3 days at Jardine Lagoon, an overnight at Croydon and a couple of nights here. So we'll probably wrap this episode up, I think.
Jardine Lagoon was a beautiful spot. We had the spot by the lagoon. There was a little tin shack with showers and toilet facilities, which were very, very clean, and there's nothing nicer than having a hot shower and, you know, freshening up after a dusty day.
Yeah, that was probably one of our better camp spots we've had for a while.
Yeah, it was lovely.
This one was quite nice as well. Nice surroundings, as you can see behind us with the lagoon, plenty of bird life. However, has it been hot?
It has been stinking hot.
Is this winter or what? We've been having 36-degree days,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be winter. So,
Yeah.
like last night was 36 degrees. Inside the van was 33. By the time we were ready for bed last night, it was still 31 inside the van. I mean, insulated vans are good for keeping the heat and the cold out, but once it gets in there, it stays in there as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, the bed and everything holds all the heat.
Fortunately, we have the ability to power up the aircon, and we were able to do that last night for about 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah, we had the aircon on for almost an hour. We watched a couple of episodes on YouTube at the same time, so we took advantage of the power and watched, what is it, El Nico Adventures, and a bit of the Feel Good Family, which we started to fall asleep at the inside, guys. No insult. And
it was a long day.
Yeah.
Out croc hunting.
So we had the aircon on for almost an hour, and it took the van down from the 31 down to about 26 by the time we switched it off to go to bed, which is just
It was comfortable
enough.
yeah.
I wouldn't like to be any hotter than 26. It is pretty hard to sleep otherwise.
So there's also amenities here at the at Leichhardt Lagoon. You can throw in a few loads of wash as well by waving $5 to the caretakers.
He actually takes the $5 up. You don't just wait.
So Leon, the caretaker, he informed us as we arrived that, you know, that's $5 for, you can do as many loads of wash as you want. And there's even a free clothes dryer. So I was impressed with that. Discovered that the free clothes dryer was the clothes line. So
he was a bit of a character, Leon, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been nice here. Look, it is pretty much a place you come to relax. There's not a lot of activities.
130 kilometres west of Croydon.
Yeah, sort of northwest, I think. Yeah, about that. About 130 kilometres. You can't swim in the lagoon. That's just the owner's prerogative. It's not because there's crocs. There are freshies in there, but no salties. He just doesn't want people swimming in there. So the lagoon is very much for the bird life and to look at, and it is quite pleasant. So you're pretty much coming here to relax. The only activities here, apart from relaxing, which is always a good activity, is we went down to Norman River rock spotting, as you've seen on some of the videos, and we did see a number of freshies and the one salty. But it is a nice place to either overnight or kick back for a few days and relax. It would have been even nicer had it been about 6 degrees cooler, but it was pretty hot here in winter. Goodness, I'd hate to see it in the middle of summer.
And the sunsets over the lagoon are pretty spectacular as well. Really, really lovely.
Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this episode. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again next one.
Au revoir.